Hello, my friends. Today we're going to work with another piece of our parts of speech work. So we're going to talk about prepositions today. The symbol we use in our work to symbolize prepositions is this little green bridge. And the reason we use this little green bridge is because prepositions are our words that tell us the relationship between two things. So you can kind of imagine that one thing is here, one thing is here, and the bridge helps tie them together. Let's talk about that a little bit with some examples. For our examples, we're going to need some things. We're going to need a turtle, Bob is a Lego guy, and some other stuff I have around. So if I make a sentence, Bob is beside the turtle, the word beside tells me the relationship between Bob and the turtle. Beside is an example of a preposition. If I say, Bob is on the turtle, on tells us the relationship between Bob and the turtle. On is our preposition. If I say, Bob is in the box, in is our preposition. There is a relationship between the box and Bob, and that relationship can be described with the word in. Notice that if I say Bob is in the box, it means something very different than the box is in Bob. I cannot put the box inside of Bob. It clearly wouldn't work. So when you're working with prepositions, it's important to decide which order you're going to say your two things in. Otherwise, you might accidentally change the relationship. Let's play around here with Bob and the turtle and think of as many prepositions as we can to explain how Bob and the turtle are related to each other. Well, let's see. Think about what preposition you might say if I set them like this. Bob is something the turtle. Maybe Bob is next to. That's two words together. They still count as a preposition. You can say that technically they're a prepositional phrase if you want to sound really fancy. Bob is next to the turtle. All right, how about this? Bob is away from the turtle, could work. Or far from. Bob is on the turtle. Bob is, can I balance it? Here, Bob, put your arms down. What preposition would you use to explain this? Well, I could say the turtle is on Bob, or I could say Bob is under the turtle. How about Bob is in front of the turtle? Bob is above the turtle. Bob is near the turtle. All of those prepositions we've used so far tell us specifically the answer to the question of where. It tells us the relationship between the two of them, but specifically related to where they are. Prepositions can get a lot more complicated than that because they're pretty awesome. They do a lot of work in our sentences. To start with, just remember that prepositions tell you the relationship between two things, generally two nouns, and that if a word tells you where something is, that's probably a preposition. We'll get into some more complicated details about our good friends' prepositions later. But for now, thank you, Turtle, and thank you, Bob, for helping us with our work. Everybody, maybe get your own some little things and write some sentences about how they relate to each other. Maybe you want to describe some things around your house. For instance, in my house, the dog is under the table. When I go to sleep at night and they aren't aware that I know what they're doing, the cats are frequently on the table. What goes on in your house? Maybe you want to make a paper chain of all the prepositions you can think of. if you feel like you have these simple prepositions, the where ones, on lockdown, then maybe just hang tight. Write yourself a little reminder. Prepositions are words that tell us the relationships between two things. And be waiting for the next prepositions lesson when we get into some more complicated stuff. For now, have a good day. Goodbye, Turtle. Goodbye, Bob. Goodbye, my friends. See you around. Bye.